Well, I guess this makes it official. We have a sign. So the SSL Family Farm sign is here and finally in place, something we've been wanting to do for quite some time. And the transition from our old suburban home to this farm is still kind of taking place. Most of the journey is still ahead for us. Although this is just a sign, this kind of, it's really been important for the SSL family, mom and I especially. It's kind of been a dream for us to own our own small hobby farm and really be able to live sustainably and kind of provide for ourselves as much as possible. You know, it says sustainable and natural on the sign, and that's really the theme of what we're all about here. We don't use fertilizers or pesticides or herbicides on this farm. We don't use a feed with antibiotics or anything like that in it. We really try to create systems that are sustainable and natural, getting animals back to their natural environment as much as possible, and really try to have the land provide for food and habitat and things like that for our animals, instead of, you know, penning them up in little pens and they never see the light of day and things like that you hear about on a lot of factory farms and other things. This is our way to provide for ourselves, but also to share the journey that we're on to being sustainable. That's the 100% goal, is to be sustainable, to be off the grid here at this farm, to be able to provide all of our own needs as much as possible and provide an income for our family off this land as well, which is something that's not easy to do. You know, many small farms across the country are closing up. You know, a lot of this whole community out here is all very rural. They're all very much the older generation of farmers, and when they close shop, they end up getting consumed by the bigger guys. And you know, these small farms just continue to get gobbled up and disappear into these factory crop operations that are just, you know, GMO, filled with fertilizers, pesticides, and all kinds of chemicals. And they're really not creating soil. They're not really doing anything. The land has become so barren that all they're doing is, it's just a place to hold the crops up. I mean, all the nutrients for the crops and everything that you end up eating is all chemicals. It's just buried into the soil. The soil is barren. There's nothing in it. It's just really a medium to hold things and an area to put things. And so that's kind of the opposite of what we want to do here. You know, we really want to provide a sustainable, oh crap. One of the goats got out, was eating our apple trees. So I think over the last few years, we've seen a resurgence. And I mean, look at all the homestead channels that are popping up all over YouTube, and all these people that are trying to move off grid and really want to learn how to provide for themselves. There's just been an outrage at what's going on in our food system and all kinds of other things. And so hopefully, you know, the little things that we're doing here, and as we learn and as we grow and as we do more here, we can show others and teach others, so that others that want to take the same path can jump on and learn. And that's what this channel is all about. We are kind of rebranding everything across social media and across the board to the SSL family name. We're getting away from the simple suburban living, obviously, and so everything's kind of rebranded over to the SSL family farm name. Our logo has changed from the old logo as well, and so you'll also see some new channel trailers coming out for the YouTube channel, and some other branding things that we're going to be doing to kind of tie everything together with our website and our social media accounts and the YouTube channels, so that anybody can find the information very easily. I really think that it can be done, guys. I really think that if small families across the country and across the world start to get an interest back into farming and back into producing your own food and back into the small scale local produce model, that we can get away from a lot of the corporate chemical fed food system that really isn't good for us. Although it does produce cheap food, it certainly isn't the best food. And so that's something to think about. Thumbs up on the video, guys. And if you're in the area, you drive by and see the sign, honk and let us know. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.